What up, my people? It's L here with another Drunk with Comics video. Today we're going to talk about Spider-Man Reign, which continues the trend of Marvel being creepy and giving us too much information about Spider-Man's sex life. Before we get to the what the fuck of it all, hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you make it through the end of the video. We're almost at 200 subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that's subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. Let's keep it going. Alright, let's get into the story. First of all, let me start by saying that I'm getting tired of the dystopian future trope where the bad guys win and everything just sucks. You know, where the heroes are losers and they're living the most horrible life ever in the future while the bad guys are reigning supreme over everybody else. Don't get me wrong, there are great stories about this out there, but there are others that really don't hold up as well. Looking at you, old man Logan. The Mark Millar slander will never stop here. Sorry, my people, but the man's writing still bugs me.
To this day!
So, Reign is written and drawn by Kaare Andrews. Published in 2006, it tells the story of a retired Peter Parker, 30 years into the future, in a New York City run by a fascist government. So, it's another post 9/11 story, which was popular at the time, mid-2000s, you know. Citizens giving up their rights for safety. That old story. We see old man Peter get fired from his job because, you know, even in old age, Peter could never catch a break. Mayor Waters, along with his number two, Edward Sachs, runs New York with an iron fist. He even has the Kingpin locked up and brings him out once a year just to mock him and to show him how he's been running New York with no crime, no major villains like Fisk around, and how New York is in perfect order. Along with the villains, Mayor Waters also got rid of the superheroes, so there's no villains or superheroes in this New York. Mayor Waters is introducing the web system to protect the city from any attacks from the outside. So New York's gonna be hard to break into. It's gonna be its own little fortified island, taking some inspiration from Escape from New York, huh, Mr. Andrews? So Peter arrives home and gets his package from Jameson. Inside the package is his old black Spider-Man mask and his camera from the Daily Bugle. Jameson is running this type of resistance, fighting against Mayor Waters and his policies. He pretty much has an army of child soldiers working for him, trying to overturn the government in New York. Child soldiers, Jonah? Shame on you. Shame on you. So Jameson tries to talk to Peter, but gets the door shut in front of his face. So Jonah leaves Peter's apartment and pisses off some police officers. My bad, guys. The police officers in his story, they're called the Reign. So that's where Reign comes from. They're pretty much Mayor Waters' private security force, the Gestapo, if you will. So Jonah pisses some Reign officers off and they proceed to beat his ass. So Peter comes out in nothing but the black mask and his underwear. I mean, come on, man. You can't put on some sweats before you go out there. We all gotta see your shriveled spider dick. Also, I call bullshit on Jonah surviving this beatdown. I mean, he gets his ass beat in this panel and somehow he survives this. Old ass man too. He's probably in his mid to late 80s at this point. Anyway, Peter rescues Jonah. Jonah asks him if he's back as Spider-Man. Then Spider-Man just proceeds to knock him out with one punch. Once again, if this was real life, Jonah's head would have been cracked open and leaking. There's no way he would have survived all this. I'm sorry. This just bugs me for some reason. Also, I felt that Jonah should have died in this scene to make Spider-Man coming back mean something more meaningful. Because, you know, it kind of parallels the Uncle Ben situation. Peter ignoring Jonah when he comes to his apartment, then proceeds to let him get beat up by the cops for a while before he suits up and comes and rescues him. I would have felt that it would have been a bigger impact in the story. Jonah just would have died here. I don't know, it's just my opinion. So the mayor reforms the Sinister Six when he hears that Spider-Man's back in town fighting criminals and whatnot. But he implants the Sinister Six with a bomb in each of their heads. You know, Suicide Squad style. But the mayor promises them their freedom if they take out Spider-Man. You see, Mayor Waters is afraid that Spider-Man's going to inspire some other heroes to come out of retirement, so he can't have that. Some of that has already started because the Hypno Hustler is inspired by Spider-Man and comes out of retirement. This is one of the craziest scenes ever, reading this, because it wasn't that long ago that Sony announced a movie starring this character, Hypno Hustler, who's going to be played by Donald Glover. Thank God that movie was canceled because Sony, Hypno Hustler? Really? Sony, come here. Stop making Spider-Man movies with no Spider-Man. Please, I'm begging you. Anyway, the Hypno Hustler comes out of retirement. He hypnotizes the Rain officers there at the scene, but his batteries die out. So when the Rain officers break out of their trance, they just end up shooting this dude to death. Tragic but funny scene. The Sinister Six takes out Spider-Man. He's unmasked. People are shocked that it's an old man that's Spider-Man, but he's saved by Dr. Octopus's dead body, but is reanimated by his mechanical arms. They're pretty much controlling everything, so they rescue Spider-Man from the Sinister Six, but they just end up burying him alive with Mary Jane's dead body. Weird. I wasn't feeling the story at first, but towards the end, it was an okay story. But this is the part you guys been waiting for right here, guys. This is where it gets real creepy. Peter finally reveals what caused MJ's death. It was him. You see, Peter became a walking radioactive canister. Mary Jane got cancer just by being around him. But Peter keeps on going, guys. He gives us more information. He drops the bomb that even his fluids are radioactive. So when they made love, MJ was getting sick. So Peter was shooting a club up, having unprotected sex, guys. That's what it means. And giving MJ pearl necklaces every other night. Dirty boy. Did we really need this information, though? Like, come on. Being in close proximity to the one you love and them dying because of it would have been enough. But no, we had to let people know that it was Peter's jizz that killed MJ. Like, we get it, Marvel. We get it. Peter, it always has to be down on his luck. You don't have to beat that dead horse over and over again to let us know that. It's getting old, guys. You got this man killing his wife by just making love to her. Come on, man. How bad does the guy have to be for you guys to be satisfied? Like, let it go. Stop beating Peter up like this, guys. I'm begging you. So we find out that Edward Sachs is really Venom, and the web system will turn the citizens of New York into symbiotes. Spider-Man saves the day by destroying the bombs that are implanted in the Sinister Six, killing Venom in the process. Because, you know, loud booms, fire, it kills Venom, so don't think too much about it, guys. We flash forward a couple weeks. Crime is rising once again in the city, but the superheroes are back. Things are going back to the way they were before Mayor Waters took over, and Peter makes a stop at MJ's grave to let her know that he still has some things to do before he joins her in the afterlife. Sweet but grim. That's the end, my people. Like I said before, I'm getting tired of these gloom and doom stories, but this story was okay. Like I said earlier, I wasn't feeling it at first, but reading, I believe it was like 5 issues of it, I ended up enjoying the story more. The story was good, but the characters kind of suck. You know, I hate these depressing characters. There was like a B plot with Sandman and a daughter he abandoned, and I wasn't interested in that at all. So that really didn't like grab my attention. Felt that was unnecessary. But overall, it's a good story. And Jonah Jameson, man, he was so unlikable in this story, bro. Old ass man running a resistance with nothing but kids, man. Sad to see Jonah go out like that. He became the thing he hated. But I get it. He was trying to fight against a fascist government. Guess that makes that right. That's the end of the video, my people. Check out Spider-Man Reign if the story interests you. I'm working on the next video, which is going to be Spider-Man Since Past. Oh yeah. I'm going to be talking about Norman Osborn's old face. Let's go. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe so you can catch it. Peace out.